Good evening, good evening, good evening. Where's my light? Hold on, y'all. How come I don't have my stuff together? Hold on. How is everyone doing tonight? Let me get my light. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Now we cooking. Now we cooking. Okay. It is Friday. Bam. It is Friday, and we are going to get our business to the bank. If you have a question regarding business structure, hold on. The bang isn't banging. Let me get myself together. Hold on. If you have a question regarding business structure, business grants, marketing, you can drop it in the comments. Where am I? You can drop it in the comments. And let's go over what are some key things that we need to do to make sure that, number one, our business is structured properly for asset protection and for funding. What contracts do we need for our business? How do we get free money for our business? Via business grants. And then how do we have consistent sales? How do we have consistent sales? Okay. Hey, Dr. Katrina. Okay, I will see you next week in Atlanta. Oh, by the way, if you guys are going to be in the Atlanta area next weekend, I am going to be at Wanzo's event. It's going over credit, funding, business structure. It's going to be thebomb.com. If you comment, what do you comment? I think if you comment, let me not lie to you, hold on. I have some free tickets. You need to comment. Comment free and I'll send you the link. Comment free and I'll send you the link. Okay, let me see. One second, trying to do two things at once. Send me the word. Send me code word. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so let me get all my free stuff out the way. Number one, credit funding structure event on next Saturday in Atlanta, Georgia. Comment free. If you want to come to my free training on how to structure, fund, and market your business, I'm having a free class Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're on Instagram, Comment Bank, TikTok, YouTube, you want to click link in my bio for my See You at the Bank Masterclass. What else free do I have? I have a free ebook, 7 mistakes that can put you out of business. Instagram, you want to comment freebie. TikTok, you want to message me the word freebie for the free ebook. Okay, so if you have questions regarding structure, funding, business grants, drop them in the comments. I will try to answer them as we break down what are some key things that we need when it comes to our business structure, when it comes to our protecting our assets, when it comes to when it comes to getting free money via business grants, when it comes to having consistent sales via marketing. So I'm going to ask TikTok and I'm going to ask Instagram, what do we want to cover first? Do we want to cover contracts? Do you want to cover business structure? Do you want to cover, marketing? Which one do you want to cover first? Which one do you want to cover first? Okay, TikTok says structure. So then structure it is. So when it comes to our business structure, here are a couple of things that we need to do. Number one, we need to understand that no matter how small you think your business is, once you start doing business, you are exposing your personal assets. You are now opening yourself up to lawsuits. So you want to make sure that you are protected. Well, how do you protect yourself? So glad you asked. So number one, you want to make sure you have some kind of business entity structure, an LLC, a corporation. I don't care if you're selling rocks. Okay, I don't care how small you think your business is. We are not forming the LLC because our business is big. We're forming our LLC in the beginning to separate us and our assets from the business. We're separating us and our assets from the business. That's called asset protection, okay? If you just hop in and start doing business thinking, well, I'm not that big, I'm not doing that much, and you're ready to get sued for your business and lose your personal assets, your house, your car, the money in the bank, that is now exposed. So give me I got it in the comments if you get the first concept as to why we need to have some kind of business structure, no matter how big or how small your business is. Now, for my serial entrepreneurs, those who own multiple businesses, you are going to need to have a separate entity for each of your businesses, okay? So if I have Joy's Bakery, I have Joy's Car Rental, and I have Joy's Online Boutique, that should be 3 separate LLCs. Well, why I gotta do all that, and can I just get a DBA? In business, stuff happens. In business, people make mistakes. In business, you may have a contract dispute. In business, this stuff's just gonna happen. Stuff just gonna happen, right? So you want to make sure that if something happens, it doesn't affect everything else. So if you only have one LLC and I have business A in one LLC and business B in LLC and business C in the other, and something happens in business B, it can affect all 3 businesses. Versus if they were all separate and something happened to business B, the other 2 are still fine. Give me I got it in the comments if you get this concept. If you're like, girl, I need some information like that, and you're on Instagram, you want to comment bank and come to my free business structure and funding and marketing class on Sunday. If you're on TikTok, you want to message me the word bank. Message me the word bank, okay? So, got my little meta glasses on. I'm recording, you guys. So, we're going to have our LLC. We're going to have a separate LLC for every single business that we do. The third thing for our business structure that we need to have is going to be a business bank account, okay? We do not want to be having business money coming to our personal account. We don't want to have business expenses or personal expenses coming out the business bank account. So you want to make sure, what I like to call it is you want to run your business like it's Walmart. Ask yourself, would Walmart do this? If the answer is no, then you shouldn't do it, okay? So does Walmart accept Cash App? No, they do not. Does Walmart, does the CEO of Walmart take his business card and pay for his haircut or be at Chef Fashion Nova? No, so then we don't do that either. Okay, so we want to make sure that your business entity, your LLC or corporation, is totally separate from you. As long as your LLC and you are totally separate, this gives you asset protection. Once we start combining them, once they kind of look like one, once they're intertwined, if the business gets sued, but the bank statements got your mortgage, got your lashes, got your nails, it just looks like it's you. Now, although we had an LLC, we are just one big mess. Type mess in the comments. We are one big mess. You are one lawsuit away from losing everything. Everything. Okay? So, well, why I gotta have all these separate LLCs and why I gotta do all that? And my banker, they didn't tell me I gotta do all that. And my CPA, he ain't say nothing like that. Everyone gives you advice based on their level of expertise. So a banker is going to give you advice based on his banking expertise, okay? Your CPA is going to give you advice based on his or her experience as being an accountant. And then a lawyer is going to give you advice based on legal principles, okay? So my advice I'm giving you on what's going to be asset protection. When something goes wrong, how do you not lose everything? When something goes wrong, because bad things happen to good people, mistakes happen, we don't lose everything. For example, there's a case where, my meta glasses went out. There's a case where a dad let his daughter use his car to go to the mall. Give me a 1 in the comments if you have a kid, because this will apply to you. Dad let his daughter use his car to go to the mall. The car is in dad's name. Daughter accidentally runs a red light, wasn't paying attention. When she runs a red light, she hits someone and she kills them. The car was in dad's name, so the insurance company sued dad. Dad had a business in his name. They got a $3 million judgment against Dad. Dad only had $1 million insurance policy. So now Dad's on the hook for $2 million. They took Dad's business to satisfy the judgment. You never know when something's going to happen to you. You never know when your employee may make a mistake that makes you liable. You never know when you make a mistake that will make you liable. You never know when you and an employee and a customer, a business partner aren't going to see eye to eye. So from the very beginning, from the inception of the business, you want to set this up to make sure if anything happens, I don't lose everything. Give me I got it in the comments if y'all understand what I'm saying. If y'all are picking up what I am putting down, give me an I got it in the comments. So we got our business structure. We're going to have our LLC. We're going to make sure we're going to have a separate LLC for every single business. And we are going to make sure that we are running our business like it's Walmart. We're going to have our business bank account. We're not commingling funds or expenses, okay? So that would be like some basic business structure stuff. If you want more and you want to come to my free class, you want to comment bank on Instagram, TikTok, you want to message me the word bank. For those who are like, girl, I need more than a class. Who needs more than a class? I want to just, spend some real time with you, kind of really just pick your brain. I am having a 5-day business challenge, February 2nd to the 6th, taking down business structure, funding, grants, AI, asset protection, marketing. And I'm breaking it down in 5 days, 2 hours each, like really intense, where I work with you to build everything out. If you want some serious transformation and you're on Instagram, you want to comment challenge to get the ticket to come to my 5-day business challenge. And TikTok, you want to message me the word challenge. Message me the word challenge. It's going to be February 2nd to the 6th. I have a $97 ticket. I have a VIP ticket for $297. You're going to get the 5 days with me. You're going to get an hour of Q&A where you can ask me your questions every single day, Monday through Friday. I'm going to give you contract templates, an NDA, a copyright transfer agreement, and an operating agreement. I'm about to go over those three contracts next. You're going to get a done for you digital product to sell and start making money in your sleep. And you are going to get trade lines that you need for your business to start establishing business credit. Okay? So that is my business challenge. TikTok, you want to message me. Don't comment. Message me challenge. In Instagram, you can comment challenge. If you don't get the link, just click the link in my bio and come to my 5-day business challenge. So, contracts we need for our business. Number one, we're going to need an operating agreement. We're going to need an operating agreement. Your operating agreement is going to be the contract that governs your LLC. How is it ran? Who owns what? It's a corporate formality, meaning you just need to have it. For those of you guys who have a business partner, your operating agreement will also double as your partnership agreement. Here's are a couple of things you need to be mindful of, and why a general template, especially for those who have more than one business partner, is important. The first thing is, do you want to be in business with the spouse? So if me and, let me see who's on here. I'll just use someone. If me and Rihanna were business partners, right? And let's just say that Rihanna and A$AP Rocky got married. So that's her husband. If Rihanna brought me in to be a partner with Fenty, and she dies, do I want to now do business with A$AP Rocky? Does he know anything about the beauty business? Is he going to be just in the way? So when you have a business partner, you want to ask yourself, do I really want to be in business with the business partner? I mean, with the spouse. Some spouses are business savvy. Some spouses already understand the business, so it'd be just like the partner. Other spouses, like, that's just not their thing. They know nothing about the business. So you don't want someone who's clueless coming in and now you got to catch them up from scratch, right? So there's a clause you can put in your operating agreement that says, hey, if your partner were to die, that you can still make all of the governing decisions and the spouse would just get their percentage. So we're not changing how much money you're splitting. It's still 50-50 or whatever is your split. It's just like, Betty Sue, I don't need you coming up here, asking questions, wondering why the logo colors are red and yellow and you want it to be pink. Like, I don't need you up here messing with the money. Just stay at home, stay at Pilates, just stay in the carpool lane and let me continue running the business, making the money. And then every month, whenever there are the profits, we split it 50-50, right? So that's one clause that you want to be mindful of. Another clause you want to be mindful of is, what if your business partner wants to get out? What happens to their shares or their interest in the company? Can they sell it to a stranger? Or do you want them to offer you a buyout? So, hey, I'll offer you my shares as a right of first refusal. If you say no, then go ahead and sell it to a stranger. So those, I would say, are two clauses if you have a business partner that you want to make sure that you have. Okay, so second contract is going to be operating agreement. If you need any of these contracts and you're on Instagram, you want to comment contract. If you are on TikTok or YouTube, message me the word contract. The third contract you're going to need is going to be a copyright transfer agreement. a copyright transfer agreement. This contract is going to allow you to own your photos, your videos, your logo. Copyright rule is this: whoever creates the content owns the content. So although you pay someone to design your logo, you don't own it. The designer owns the logo. So copyright can only be transferred like real property in writing. So if you hire a graphic designer to design your logo, they own the logo. There's a case out in Georgia for Sweetwater Brewery. 30 years ago, they hired a family friend and paid that family friend $500 to design their logo. 30 years later, that company sold for $300 million. What do you think the family friend did? What do you think the family friend did? And they found the company sold for $300 million. They sued them for $30 million saying, that's my logo you're trying to sell. Okay, so from the very beginning, before we get hot, before people know who we are, you want to make sure that you own all of your intellectual property. So you want to own your logo, your photos, your videos. When it comes to photos, if I have some real OGs on this live tonight, back in the day, there was a rapper by the name of Cameron. And he took this picture with this pink jacket. It was like really furry at the top. And then a couple years, it was really, really popular. Then a couple years ago, he started to put that picture on t-shirts and started selling them. He got hit with a cease and desist from the paparazzi saying, now hold on, Cameron. Like, you can't be selling that shirt that has my picture on it. And Cameron said, it's a picture of me. I can do what I want to do. And Cameron was wrong. And he had to go ahead and cut that photographer a check because he couldn't sell the photographer's picture. You want to make sure that you own all of your stuff. All of your intellectual property. So your photos, your videos, your logos. And that is done by having them sign a copyright transfer agreement. A copyright transfer agreement. If you need any of this contract and you're on Instagram, you want to comment contracts. Can't talk. And if you're on TikTok, you want to the word contracts. Okay. So what's next? So we got contracts. We got business structure. Now let's get to marketing. Now let's get to marketing. Now let's get to marketing. As my mentor would say, it is God family marketing. Marketing is the heartbeat of a business. But here's the thing. Most entrepreneurs, if I ask them, I'm not even going to say it. Hold on, I'm going to do this. I'm going to write down what I think y'all going to say y'all need for your business. I'm going to have you put in the contract. Put in the comments. If I were to say what is one thing your business needs, type in the comments what that is. I'm not going to show my answer. I want y'all to put your answer in the comments, and then I'm going to show you what I put down. If I were to say what is the one thing that your business needs, what is that? Sounds like a drummer movie. Okay, paper girl. So I have clients. I have systems. Good marketing. Oh, y'all not saying funding. Structure. Oh, y'all not marketing plan. Well, y'all don't prove me wrong. So, no, I'm going to ask that question. People say funding. They say funding. I need money. I need funding. I need. So let me break down, number one, why you don't need funding. Let me rephrase it. Let me break down why a lot of people think they need funding, but they really don't. I'm going to then break down why a lot of people want to go run and go get some ads. But if your business isn't ready for ads, we're just wasting our money, okay? If you were looking for a car and you found an ad that let's just say that you're looking for a Honda Accord. You want a 2017 Honda Accord. And I have an ad. I have a Honda Accord. I say, come to my lot. So you get in traffic and you come to my lot. But when you come to my lot, I have a Honda Accord, but the seats are out and there's no engine. Are you buying my Honda Accord? Yes or no? I have a Honda, but once you buy my Honda, you got to then go buy some seats to go sit in, and then you got to go buy an engine for it to move. So are you buying it? No, right? When someone comes to your website, when someone comes to your social media, your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, does your page resemble Walmart? Does your page give me a corporate feel? Does your page give me a branded feel? Meaning there is a consistency of brand colors. So if my business is blue and white, then the colors on my social media would be blue and white. Or do I have a green quote in red, and am I just a rainbow on my social media? If someone were to hop on your social media in 5 seconds or less, can they tell immediately what you do? Or one week are you selling plate lunches, and the other week, you are the first lady at the church, and then the next week you doing hair, and then on the other page, does it look like a flea market? So when it comes to getting sales, there's going to be 2 components for consistent sales. So I'm going to be talking to people right now who already have your business. It's already ready to go. You already have your product. You already have your service. You just don't have consistent sales. Some months you make money, other months you don't, and you just can't figure out why I can't make a consistent 10,000 and 50,000. Like, why am I up and down, up and down, up and down? Number 1 is going to be, if I were to go to your website, if I were to go to your social media, it's giving me bootleg. It's giving me flea market. It's giving me small business. Not small business as throwing shade. Small business as I don't have my stuff together. Because no matter how small you are on social media, that's like the one place where you don't have to look small. We're not competing with Walmart's warehouse. We're not competing with the logistics of Amazon. Everyone can have branded colors. Everyone can have a business email for customer support. Everyone has an iPhone or an Android that can take pictures of their product. And everyone on here can talk, right? Everyone here can talk. So we can do a video saying, hey, this is Joy, and we can do a video or a voice-over video explaining exactly what it is that you do. So for all of those things, we can compete with the big boys, the Walmart, the Sam's Club, the whoever. Here's the reason why people don't come to you. They don't know who you are. You made a post on social media on Monday, and you feel like that one post should hold you over till next Monday. How many times, ladies, has Fashion Nova text you today? How many times did you see a McDonald's billboard as you're driving on the freeway? How many times as you're on Instagram do you see an ad pop up for a big company? So when it comes to marketing, number 1, you have to show up for your business. Either we're spending money or you're showing up. Either you're going to hire influencers, you're going to hire actresses, you're going to spend a whole bunch of money on ads. So Fashion Nova is going to be spending millions, but they got to get the models, they got to get the photographer, they got to get the hairstylist, they got to get the makeup artist, they got to then book the location. They got to get the video. They're spending money to have this girl act. They're going to have 3 girls. They're going to have a small petite girl. They're going to have a regular sized girl. And they're going to have a girl giving us body, all stand in the same outfit. If you ain't got no money, it's going to be you. You. Okay? So in the beginning, you are going to have to show up for your business. So before y'all say, well, I don't want to be on social media. I'm not trying to do all that. The one question I always ask is, are you trying to be at the bank? Yes or yes? Are we going to the bank? Yes or yes? If you're not really worried about money and you're not trying to be at the bank, then no, you don't have to show up. But if you're like, you know what, I want to make some money, then in the beginning, you are going to have to show up. Because no one can sell your business like you. No one can sell the baby like you. If you have kids and I were to ask you, oh, tell me about your son. Tell me about your daughter. I don't care how bad your kids are. You're going to smile. Oh my gosh. Sarah, oh, she is a sweetheart. She's into ballet and gymnastics. Her favorite colors are pink and purple. And she's trying out for dance this summer. And we're super excited. And her favorite color. You're going to talk about baby Sarah or your child Sarah in the highest regard because that's your baby. She was in your stomach. You know, you've gone through all these ups and downs with her. And no matter when she gets an attitude, no matter when she's a little too talkative, no matter when she doesn't listen, you know, as a mom, you kind of look past all that. Or as a dad, you look past all that because that's your baby, right? That's how your business is. You want to go spend $10,000 to go hire a marketing company to market your business. How can a marketing company market your business and you don't even have consistent sales to know what they're supposed to market? We can't hand the baby off. You are the owner of the baby. You are the person who has the vision. You are the person that's sacrificing your savings, your 401k. You are the person maxing out your credit cards. You are the person who's missing out on family events. So who has more invested in the business? You or a company about to go take your money? You. Now, am I hating on a marketing company? I'm not. But if you don't know who your target audience is, what their pain point is, what your price point needs to be, what's the solution that they need, then you have no data to go give to a marketing company. So coming up with your target audience, coming up with their pain point, coming up with the things that keep them up at night, coming up with a solution that they would pay for, that has to be done before before any marketing can be done. So if you don't go do the hard work and figure that out, we're just throwing money in the wind, wasting money. And that is the number one reason why most businesses are out of business within 5 years. They started with a great idea. They had some money, they had some capital, but they spent it all trying to figure it out because they spent it the wrong way. I'm not telling you what I Googled. I'm not telling you what I chat GPT'd. I have been in these business streets since 2004. Okay? I've been on the attorney side and I've been on the entrepreneur side. Car dealerships, car rental companies, salon franchises, weight loss companies, almost every industry. I know business like the back of my hand. So, what are we going to do? I'm so glad you asked. Number one, you need to comment bank if you're on Instagram and TikTok. You need to message me bank to come to my free season bank class on how to market your business. What you first have to do is who is your target audience? Who is the person that's going to pay you? What is the problem that you solve? What is the problem that you solve? Every business solves a problem. The problem does not have to be life or death, but every business solves a problem. I'll give you an example. Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova solves the problem. If you want you a cute outfit for $100 or less, they got you. That's the problem that Fashion Nova solves. So number one, you got to figure out what is the problem that your business solves. Number two, once you know the problem that your business solves, we now got to go find our target audience. Who is the person that our product or our service is designed for? Now, before someone says, oh, I'm going to sell to everybody. If your product or service is designed for everybody, you're not going to make any money because you can't market to everybody. No business, I don't care who you are, is made for everybody. Walmart, not made for everybody. Walmart is for that budget-friendly diva, that one who wants to get most bang for her buck. The bougie crowd don't really like Walmart. So if I was the CEO of Walmart and I have $1 million to go run an ad, would it make sense for me to go spend $1 million and go put an ad in all the country club magazines and all the yacht club magazines if I'm trying to get some people to come to Walmart? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. Is that the best use of my $1 million? Yes or no in the comments. And see if y'all paying attention. Let me see if y'all paying attention. Thank you, Paper Grit CEO. Paper Girl, I can't read. Paper Girl 2 CEO, thank you. No, because the average person who's a member of a country club or a yacht club is not shopping at Walmart. Does that mean that that doesn't mean that nobody from a country club shops at Walmart? No, it doesn't mean that. There are people who will belong to a country club or a yacht club and still shop at Walmart. But that's not Walmart's target audience. You can only market to your target audience. I'll give you another example on the flip side. Chanel. Chanel is going to be a high-end luxury brand. They are going to sell an overpriced purse, right? And the target audience for Chanel is somebody who wants to spend $5,000 to $10,000 on a purse. Why? Who's going to pay $5,000 to $10,000 for a purse? A person who, when they go to Sunday Funday, when they go to church, when they go somewhere, they don't want everybody having their bag on, right? So I'm going to pay $5,000 to $10,000 for a purse because when I come to Sunday Funday, when I come to brunch, I know that no one else is going to have my bag. If tomorrow, if Chanel had a buy one, get one free sale, is Chanel going to make money or lose money? If Chanel had a buy one, get one free sale tomorrow, is Chanel going to make money or lose money? Chanel's going to lose money because if Chanel's purse goes on sale, the value, the exclusivity of their product now goes away. I'm only walking into Chanel to make sure that I'm carrying a bag that no one else has. If everyone else has it, I might as well go to Coach or Michael Kors or Dooney & Burke, right? Because everyone has that. I'm only walking into Chanel for the exclusivity. So the reason why it's so important before you go hire a marketing company, before you go hire an influencer, we have to first figure out what it is that we're selling. Who is our target audience? What direction do we need to be going into? And once we master that, now we know what it is that we need to sell. So once we know who our target audience is, we're high end, we're affordable, we're tiered pricing, who is the perfect person for our product. Not saying that anyone outside of this dynamic won't shop with it, but we're only marketing to this person. Once we know who our target audience is, next, we need to figure out what is the problem or problems that our target audience suffers with? What's keeping them up at night? What has them worried? And the reason why we have to know what is the problem that our target audience has is that's how we talk to them. Here's the example I always give. Anyone ever gone to church before? And when you get to church, the pastor is talking to you. It's like he was on your telephone the night before when you was talking to your mama, your sister, your cousin, and them. When you walk into church, he is speaking directly to your problem. Anyone ever gone to church like that? Like you was just on the way to church crying about this situation, and here he comes, his message. Boom. When the pastor is speaking directly to you, what are you doing? You're sitting up. You're paying attention. You're taking notes. You may be hooping and hollering. What are you doing? If your phone ring, are you answering it? You send it. I'm paying attention. You are locked and loaded. You are so zoned in because the pastor is talking to you. Your marketing has to be like that pastor. You have to talk to your target audience's pain point. When you make your target audience too wide, too big, when you try to talk to everyone, you end up talking to nobody. So people are on social media flipping past you because you're not talking to them. Let me give you an example. Someone type in the comments what kind of business you have. I'm going to do an example of why it's so important to go through all of these steps. I am mapping out all of these steps in my 5-day business challenge. You want to comment challenge if you are on my Instagram page. In TikTok, you want to message me challenge. But someone type what kind of business they have. Property management. Okay, property management. So I'm assuming that your property management, are you managing apartment complexes? Dip-do? Single family homes. Thank you. Okay. So Dip-do on TikTok does property management for single family homes. Let me tell you what the customer needs. Okay. I'm Joy. I have 3 family homes, 3 single family homes. I'm Joy. I'm not Joy. I'm Keisha. And Keisha has 3 homes in Florida. But Keisha lives in California. So Keisha is looking for a property manager to manage the homes in Florida that she's going to put on Airbnb for all of the Disney and Universal traffic. Here's Keisha's concerns. Number 1, Keisha wants someone who is going to be hands-on as far as property management. Keisha likes to go above and beyond for her Airbnb guests. So she wants someone that's going to be able to check on the guests during the stay, to bring anything extra, kind of bring extra towels, extra whatever. She wants someone to actually physically come during the stay to check on them. Keisha wants to make sure that the person that's managing the properties, that they don't just manage just her property. She wants them to have like other properties to have more experience. And Keisha wants someone that is bilingual, because in Florida, with the tourists, there's a lot of Spanish-speaking people. That's what Keisha wants, okay? We're going to do 2 ads. Ad number 1 and ad number 2. And I want you to put in the comments which ad, if you were Keisha, is going to sell you. Here's ad number 1. Hi, I'm Joy, and I am I am with Joy's Property Management. Listen here, I have been managing property for the past 20 years. I am very experienced. I give great customer service. And this month, I'm having a discount. Book me for 1 month and your second month is free. Click the link below if you need someone to manage your properties. That's ad number 1. Here's ad number 2. Hey, it's Joy with Joy's Property Management. Listen here. I believe in giving my clients superior customer service. So here at Joy's Property Management, when you give us a home to manage us on Airbnb, we are going to every single day go by the home just to check to make sure that the guests have everything they need and talk to them in person. So if there's anything we can do, we can minimize any kind of complaints in the beginning. We also have over 30 properties in the Orlando area, so we are well versed with the area. And last but not least, I forgot what my third thing. What was the third thing I wanted, y'all? Last but not least, we are bilingual. We are bilingual. So no matter we are bilingual, we speak English, we speak Spanish, and we speak French. So if you have an international customer, we got you. If you need someone to manage your Airbnb, click the link below. Which ad sold Keisha? The reason why the ad sold Keisha is because I spoke the exact things that she wanted. When you're marketing and you're just freestyling, when you're marketing and you are just saying things that you're excited about, I'm experienced, I'm this, I'm that. When you're marketing, but you don't know your target audience, you don't know their pain points, you don't know what keeps them up at night, you don't know what they're searching for, and you're just saying things, your customer is just scrolling. Your ad's there, they're just scrolling. Your ad's coming up, they're just scrolling. They go to your page, they're just scrolling because you're not talking to them. If I was on this live right now and when you clicked on, I was speaking French, are you staying on to try to figure out what I'm saying? Or are you saying, let me go ahead and log off? You're going to log off because unless you speak French, you don't understand anything I'm saying. So you're basically saying, hey, this person's not talking to me. Your marketing has to speak to your target audience. Your marketing has to have those key words, those pain points. When they hear the pain points, they stop. Oh my gosh, she's speaking to me. When they hear the pain points, they stop. He's talking to me. Just like my example, when you go to church and the pastor is talking to you, you are glued in, you have to know what your target audience's pain points are. February 2nd to the 6th, I am doing a class breaking down how we can use AI to not only figure out who our real target audience is, figure out what their pain points are, what's keeping them up at night, what's making them stressed, what's making, oh my God, what's making. I'm going to show you how to use AI to also figure out what are your customers' solutions. What are the solutions that your target audience wants to pay for? So if you're like, girl, I need this, and you're serious, you want to comment challenge on Instagram. And on TikTok, you want to mess me challenge. If you're like, well, girl, I mean, you good, but I'm not sold yet. What's the free class? You want the free class? You want to comment bank on Instagram, and on TikTok, you want to message me. You want to message me bank. Most people think I need money to get sales. They're gonna max out their credit cards. They're gonna go through their savings. They're going to buy all the inventory. They're going to get all the equipment. They're going to invest in their website. They're going to get the logo. They're going to get everything that they need for their business. And then once they get their business opened, the biggest misconception is once your website is live, once your brick and mortar is open, once the remodel is done, that the people are going to just run to you. And after about 30, 60 days, when there's no sales, but the bills are still coming in, after 30, 60 days, when you're working maybe 2 jobs, so you're working 9 to 5, and then you're working your business on the side, and you're like, wait a minute, like I bought the course, and they said, take the course and do this and do that, but where are the sales? Anyone here like, where are the sales? Or where are the consistent sales? That's because they don't know how to market their business. They don't know what are the key words, what are the things that my target audience is dealing with. So they invest all this money, they get the website, they got the business started, but where is the button that brings the customers? So knowing who your target audience is, you can't market to everyone. I just said if Chanel had a buy one, get one half off sale, they'll be out of business. Because Chanel would lose their target audience. I'm only buying a Chanel bag to make sure nobody else has it on Sunday Funday. If it's buy one, get one free, well then I don't want Chanel. I can go over to Kors, Michael Kors Coach for have a purse that everyone has. So you have to know exactly who your target audience is. And then we got to know what their pain points are. And once you know what their pain points are, we're going to save the pain points on our website, in our social media ads, in our marketing, so that our target audience knows, hey, I'm talking to you. I got the solution to your problem. Now, once you know your target audience, once you know their pain points, once you know all of that, now we have to go look like money. You cannot sell a dream looking like a nightmare. Let me say it again. You cannot sell a dream looking like a nightmare. Let me first get on the ladies. Ladies, when you leave that house, you need to look like something. I don't care where you're going. You're going to the gas station. You're going to Walmart. If you are a CEO of a business, you are the brand. Everything starts with the head. So when you run out the house with your leggings that have been washed with them towels too many times and you got all that lint on them, with some flip-flops on and you know you haven't gotten a pedicure all month, with this bonnet on your head, no makeup, you're walking out the house looking like death and destruction. What if when you're in line at Walmart, the person that you're in line behind is your connector? Whoever is the thing, whatever is the thing that's missing in your business, they are the connector. I'm going to say I'm a designer. I'm a designer and I design unique glasses. And I happen to be in Walmart with my leggings that got all the towel lint from the dryer that's been washed too long. And I got a t-shirt that got some chicken grease stains on it. And my hair looks like this. But I'm just running to Walmart. I'm just running to Walmart real quick. Hold on, I'm a little crazy. I'm just running just real quick. It's just real quick, right? It's just real quick. And I'm in line. And it's like, oh my God, I love your glasses. Where'd you get those from? I'm like, oh, I designed these. Oh my gosh, I work for Lens Crafters, and we're always looking for. Let me back up. You're in line, and someone said, I love your glasses. I work for Lens Crafters, and we're looking for a new designer. Where did you get those glasses from? And then here I am, y'all, right? This is me in Walmart. And I say, oh, I designed them. Do you think Lens Crafters thinks that you're a real designer? Do you think Lens Crafters thinks that you use the best quality material for your glasses and you have on the leggings with the lint and the t-shirt with the chicken grease stains and no bra and your hair? Because if you look like death and destruction, whatever you are, whatever's at the head, it trickles down to the business. So if you're okay out looking at the house like this, I'm thinking we don't have no insurance. You're gonna come to work late. Your staff not gonna be trained because you looking like this can't have everything else in order. Anybody got a friend that's late? Like, I don't care what time you tell them, they're always gonna be late. Are they just late to Sunday Funday brunch? Or are they late to work, late to church, late to drop the kids off? Like, if you're late, you're just late. So, how you show up, now hold on. Let me get myself together for those who are logging on. Like, hey, who is this looking like death and destruction? Who is? So, no matter how fabulous my frames are, when the person looks at you, you're representing your brand. Now, you say, I'm just running out the house. Here's my question. Well, when is God going to bless you? In my Bible, I don't know a verse that says he going to bless you every day but Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we good. God don't bless on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I can go any kind of way because I know ain't going to be no blessings on Wednesday. In my Bible, it don't say that God doesn't bless on certain days. So a lot of you guys are like, why can I get my big break? And y'all going to church and you at the altar and you, come on, God, can we just please bless my business? God, please bless my business, please. And every time you go to take your kid to school, you run errands, you go to dinner, you just putting a hat on your head and throwing a t-shirt on, no makeup. So every time someone comes in interaction with you, every time God's trying to bless you, the person can't bless you because you look like death and destruction. Well, let me get off your appearance. Let me go somewhere else. Let's go to social media. We good with that? So now I'm in line. I look like something. I'm together. Hey, girl, I like those glasses. I am one of the buyers for Lens Crafters, and I'm looking for a new designer. I love those. Where did you get those? Do you know who the designer is? And then I say, oh, it's me. Oh my gosh, really? What's your business name? And you tell your name, and oh, really? How do you spell it? And they're now going to go on your Instagram page to go pull up what your business is. And when they pull your business up, you haven't posted in 3 months. Oh. What business hasn't posted in 3 months? Or when they ask you for your business social media, you say, oh, I don't have one, but go to my page. My personal page is a Tukey two-step twerking at 2766. I'm sorry, where am I going again? Tukey's twerking two-step. And then on your personal page, you turned up on New Year's, and then you was turned up for Christmas, and in between the turn-ups, and then you was mad at somebody, so you was on some kind of rage, cussing them out on your page. There are the glasses. Oh, okay. Thanks. God tried to give you the blessing. But who's about to go do business and the business hasn't posted in 3 months? Or when they go to the page, it just looks like a flea market. I got glasses on there. I got plate lunches. I do hair. I'm selling lip gloss. I mean, baby, what is it? Is it Amazon? But come Sunday, what's going to happen? Oh, God, help. Come on, God, please, God, come on. I don't know why God won't help me with I'm sacrificing. I'm no days off. I invested in these courses. I'm in, and God won't bless me. Now is, oh my God, it's because I'm a woman. See, because I'm a woman, I just can't get ahead. It's because I'm black. Because I'm black, I just can't get ahead. It's because I didn't know my daddy. And here we go. Here we go. No, it's because you don't know business. You're not where you are in life because you don't look like a business. You're not successful because you don't look like a business. You want to play business. You want to show up on the first Friday and do a live one day a month and you think you're doing something. If the multi-billion-dollar company Fashion Nova is going to text me 15 times a day, why are you on social media one today? If McDonald's going to have a billboard and an Instagram ad and a radio ad and a newspaper and a TV ad, and you can't post 2 times a day, you that busy? Busy doing what? That's fine. Busy doing what? That's my question. If you're that busy, then why even be in business? Just stop playing business. But see, I need funding. You don't need funding. Because the second you get funding or go by the ads, you're going to run all the ads to the bootleg Facebook page. To the Instagram page with you twerking on it. That hasn't been posted in 3 months with no brand colors. You wouldn't have made your logo on Canva. Like you don't look like a business. God keeps trying to send you connectors, people to bless you, but you're going to walk out the house looking like death and destruction. But see that. Business is simple. I have been running multi-million-dollar businesses for 20 years. The blueprint is the same. If you notice, people who are successful, a lot of times are going to be successful in multiple industries because the blueprint is the same. Once you get the blueprint, you just execute the blueprint in your industry. All you're doing is changing the product and or service. I normally use Puff Daddy as an example, but I'm going to use Rihanna in 2026. Singer, successful. Her little Puma line with Fenty, successful. Makeup, successful. Workout clothes, successful. Lingerie, successful. We'll say Kim Kardashian. The TV show, Keeping Up the Kardashians. Like them, love them, hate them. Making money, printing money, successful. Her makeup line, successful. Skims, successful. See, it's just a blueprint. Success is a blueprint. Business is a blueprint. It's the same thing. All you're doing is changing the product and or service. So when someone comes to your Instagram page, I don't care how small you are, you can compete with Walmart. Make your brand look branded. Whatever are your brand colors, if I'm blue and white, it's only blue and white on my social media page. I'm not putting a green quote up there. I'm not having a red meme up there. Everything's going to be nice and branded. Whatever I'm selling, If you got an iPhone, you got you a Galaxy, have a nice picture. If you have a storefront, then take a picture. Let me get my charger. I see y'all gonna make me teach tonight. If y'all have a hold on, y'all, hold on. Get my charger. If you have a brick and mortar, oh, we're gonna show the brick and mortar. So if I'm selling this t-shirt, but I have a store on the mall, oh, I'm showing the store on the mall. Because I'm showing you, baby, I'm here. I got rent, I got lights, I got employees. I'm a real business. So I'm gonna take a picture, a wide angle picture, showing my store. Hey, welcome to my boutique. I'm doing all this. I'm having wide angles. If I'm trying to close out my house, baby, I'm having, hold on. I'm having a close angle. I'm gonna be real close. Hey guys, I'm giving you my best foot forward. Let me show you one of my people. Hold on. Let me show you one of my people. One of my people that gets it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me hold on. Let me do it for real.
You said when you post your content, do not post your content with hashtags. She posted her content without hashtags, and she ended up on my For You page, and she didn't even have 1,000.
Are you buying this cake? Yes or no?
I want to try that. So if you see this video and I pop up on your For You page, and I'm not using any hashtags.
Do you see this? Are you buying this cake? Yes or no? You see how close her angle is? She not in a bakery. She had her full camera. Let's just, honey, let me. Now listen here. Do not go to her Instagram page. I'm telling you now, don't go. Because if you go, you're going to buy a cake. The best cake in the world. The best cake in the world. The sweet, I want to call her sweet, Savory and Sweet Treats ATL. The bomb marketing. She's going to show you the cake. She's going to show you the inside of the cake. This is the devil right here. This caramel pecan, baby, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. See how close the angles are? Do you not want to just lick that pecan? Like, do you not want to just go into your, and just, do you not, like, does she not make you feel like you want to just eat the cake? Now, y'all gonna say, oh, I need money for a bakery. I need money for a warehouse. Bake the cake and put your camera real close. That's all you gotta do. If I'm in a service and I'm in my house, bam, I'm just bam right here. I'm in a hotel room right now. I'm just talking to you. If I want to maybe I'm not an interior designer, okay? But I can maybe get me a plant or have something, but I'm right here. I'm just giving you a nice close shot. I don't have no big office space. So I'm giving you what I got. If I have a office space, I'm then giving you wide shot, or I'm walking in, like I'm going to be, hey, I'm walking on, I'm showing you, baby, I got an office. I got these employees. I got this light, this lease, this rent. I'm a real business. Whatever is your flex, you don't need the money. What you need is, can you sell your product and or service to a stranger? If you can't sell your product and or service to a stranger, don't go into business, because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So, I'm having a 5-day challenge. I'm going to show you how you need to show up for your business. I'm a straight shooter, if y'all couldn't tell, but I guarantee, if you follow my blueprint, you're going to be at the bank. If you follow my blueprint, you can be at the bank. I don't care what your industry, I don't care what you do. It's the same blueprint. I've been doing this since 2004. I'm old. You have to look like something. Your brand has to look like something. And you have to know what are those pain points, what are those key words that's going to make your target audience know, she's talking to me, he's talking to me. That's the person that I need to that needs to help me. Give me a me in the comments if I'm stepping on your toes. Give me a me in the comments if you're like, ooh, she's talking about me. Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh, I made that mistake. Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh, ooh. That's marketing. That's marketing. And once you understand what to do, it don't matter what business you start. You can do it in any industry. It's the same blueprint. So before you go count yourself out, before you go dissolve your LLC, before you go quit this business, I want to challenge you with this. If God gave you a vision to have a business, when you're at the stop sign, you see yourself having the business, or if you already have it, you see this being your main source of income. When you go to sleep at night and you have a dream, you keep dreaming of this business. But then you wake up and reality sets in and you look at the bank account and there's no sales and life is lifing, and then you just take your dreams and you take all what God's trying to show you and you just throw it away. I want to challenge you that maybe it's not time to throw in the towel. If you feel defeated, if you feel like you're losing, if you feel like it's never going to happen to you, that's just Satan. Because Satan works here. Satan affects your mind. Because Satan can't stop you from getting your blessing. He can't take the blessing from you. He can convince you not to keep going after it. So tomorrow when your tire is flat, your kid is sick, the check got returned, you got the bad news, that's just Satan trying to make you stop going after the vision that God gave you. But let me tell you about my God, in case you haven't met him. My God gives you the vision first. The dreams that you have, they're not by happenstance. The dreams that you have, the life that you keep visioning or daydreaming, whatever you want to call it, that's just God giving you a snapshot. God's giving you a snapshot of what it is that He has for you. Your job is to just go get it. Well, how am I going to go get it? I'm so glad you asked. You're going to, number one, equip yourself with the knowledge of whatever you need to have. Number two, you're going to show up every single day fighting for that vision. Number three, no matter what obstacle comes in the way, we're going to go around it. If you can't go around it, we're going to go over it. If you can't go over it, we're going to go under it. If you can't go under it, we're going to just go through it. But we're not letting any obstacle block us. When Satan throws the obstacle, the flat tire, your kid's sick, the check bounce, your account's negative, whatever it is, he's trying to stop you. Whatever is the bad news, whatever is the negative thing, your brain needs to go to what next? What's the alternative? How do I get from point A to point B in spite of? Whatever is in our way never stops us. Either we're going over it, under it, around it, or we're going to just plow on through it. And once you have that mindset, that I don't care what it is, I'm getting to my finish line. I don't care what it is, this business is going to work. I don't care what it is, I'm getting to the bank. I don't care how long I have to work. I don't care how much I have to invest. I don't care if I'm doing it alone. I don't care if I'm doing it and they're talking about me. I'm not stopping until I get my win. If anyone has that mindset, I want you to comment challenge on Instagram. I want you to message me challenge. And I want you to meet me February 2nd to the 6th via Zoom, 2 hours every single day as I break down business structure, business grants, marketing. 2026 is going to be the exact same as 2025 unless you change. Unless you change. Now, for those of y'all on here like, well, girl, who are you? Girl, who are you? I am just a girl who had to start all the way over from scratch in 2022. Built multiple 7-figure businesses. But was in a toxic marriage. When I left, my husband tried to kill me. He then took all the money out of our accounts, and then he locked me out of our businesses. In February of 2022, I had to ask my mom to pay my rent, and I'm grown. I had just bought my mom a car in June or July. And then come February, I got to ask her, Mom, I need some rent. I don't know how I got here, but I need 30 days to go make something shake. I didn't have no money. I didn't have no money to go buy no franchise. I didn't have any money to go buy a brick and mortar, no inventory, no equipment. And all my businesses are brick and mortar. I had hair salon franchise, 10 locations, car dealership, collision shop, car rental company, tax office, insurance agency, weight loss company, law practice. I'm a brick and mortar girl. Know nothing about the online business. But what did I tell you? The blueprint is the same. The blueprint is the same. Not only did God get me back to where I needed to be financially, baby, God exceeded my expectations. Let me tell you about my God. I ain't telling you nothing that I chat GPT. I ain't telling you nothing that I Googled. Okay? I'm telling you from real life, being in these streets, these business streets, trapping. 2025 was my best year. 2022 was my lowest year. As I'm sitting in court, husband took all the money out the accounts, locked me out of my businesses. He's laughing at me in court. Starting over from scratch. I say, God, I have slaved for 10 years building this enterprise, and I don't know what you got going on. I don't know why I feel like I'm losing everything. And I didn't do anything wrong. This is too much for me. I need you to take over and show me where am I supposed to be, because it was dark. I don't know if anyone on here been in the dark season, like not a baby, like a dark like baby. I don't see a way out. I asked God, I need you to take this one for me. I don't know where you're going with this. It's too heavy for me to handle. Show me my next step. For anyone who's in a storm right now, for anyone that the devil stole anything from you, I will say this. Whatever you need to get to the next step, you already have. You don't have to wait on anything. You don't have to wait on anyone. Whatever you have, you already have it. You may have to repurpose something, but you already have it. The storm, whatever, don't look at what the storm took. Look at what the storm left. So as I'm saying, God, I don't know how I got here. I don't know how I'm going to pay these bills. I don't know how I built this enterprise, and just like that, it's gone. Sorry, not gone, stolen. What am I supposed to do now? I don't have no money for the inventory, no rent. What do? Don't look at what the storm took. Look at what the storm left. The only thing I had was this phone. The only skill set I knew was business. Like, I can talk about business all day, every day. I could sit here all day and tell y'all about business, what to do, what not to do. This is what I know. So I just said, well, let me go online. They say you can make money online. I'm a brick and mortar girl. I think all the online coaches are scams and fakes because what they know. So I said, I'm going to go on Instagram. I may have had 9,000 followers. And I said, I'm just going to talk about running a real business. Because on social media, they're going to say, what they going to say? Buy the course and you'll be a millionaire by the end of the week. And then take your laptop on the beach and live your best life. And that ain't no business. I like, what business is that? I ain't never seen that work in no industry I've been in, right? So I started talking about real business mistakes, how I talked tonight. And I mentioned a business grant. FedEx has a $50,000 business grant. I mentioned it in the beginning of February, and that one post went viral. I didn't make no money. The virality of it showed me that people did not know about business grants. That's how God talks. He sends you a connector. Had I never posted on social media, if I was laid up saying, my husband took all the money out the account, he locked me out my business, what am I going to do? I'm going to just sit here and wait until God... You have to always be in motion. You have to always be moving, doing something, and then God does the connection. So as this video is going viral, it's telling me people don't know about business grants. Go make a digital product about business grants. So I make the digital product. And I'm going to just say, won't he do it? It was ugly. It was the fool. But done is better than perfect. And God took me from having my lowest year in 2022. Oh, baby, it was dark. To having my best year in 2025. And in 2022, I said, God, if you get me out of this one, because see, I'm good. Like, normally I can say that, God, if you get me out of this one, I promise you, number one, if you get me out of this one, I will tell everybody it was you. Number two, I will show everybody what I did. Because if I can meet a man who had nothing when I met him but 2 failing businesses, if I can meet a man who I made more than him and his daddy put together when I first met them, I done built every single business. I'm the brain, the market, everything behind every single business. And I'm smart. But if they can take it away from me, how many other people have gotten the short end of the stick? How many other people led with character integrity, a kind heart, thinking that someone was going to do right by them, and they just got done wrong for no reason? So I said, God, if you get me out of this one, I'm going to tell everybody it's you. I'm going to help anyone that has ever been in a dark season like me. Well, now it's time for me to make good on my promise. Because, baby, God done showed up and showed out. So, for anyone who's going through a dark time, I'm just going to lead with this. The storm doesn't last forever. It's going to get worse before it gets better. I'm a straight shooter. It's going to get worse before it gets better, but it will get better. Number 2, with God, you can pull yourself out of any situation. I don't care if it's your fault. I don't care if just bad things happen to good people. You can get out of anything. Number 3, there's a power in digital products. There is a power with being able to make money in your sleep. There is power when your income is not tied to your time. There's power when you can duplicate what you do at a different level. There is power when you can be financially independent of a person or a job. Now, I'm not the entrepreneur that's going to say quit your job. And I ain't going to say that because it's rough out here in these business streets. I will say this. If y'all not picking up what's being put down by this administration, you may not have a job. Not because you quitting, because the job may not be there. So why not have another source of income via digital products that if you were to go to work on Monday and the job is just gone, that you have some income coming in to weather the storm, to give you time until you pivot, to knock out a mortgage, pay a car note. So if you are just tuning in like, girl, what you talking about? It sounds a little bit good. I have a free class on Sunday. You can comment bank on Instagram. TikTok, you want to message me the word bank, where I'm going to teach you how to structure, fund, and market your business. Hey, Uncle Dave. If you like, no, I'm serious, like I'm ready for a change, like I'm ready for 2026 to be nothing like 2025, like I'm ready for my business to be like for real, Instagram, you want a comment challenge or click link in my bio. TikTok, you want to message me the word challenge and a link will be sent to your DMs. I am doing a 5-day intense live business challenge, February 2nd to the 6th, going over business structure, asset protection, business grants, digital products, and AI. I'm not going to tell you what I Google. Not going to teach you what I Chat GPT. I'm telling you what I've learned in being in these business streets for over 20 years. The good, the bad, the ugly. Bottling all up in a nice blueprint, step-by-step guide as to what you need to do. When you invest in someone that's been where you've been, you get there faster. And I always tell this, you're going to pay either way. Either you're going to pay money to get the information, or you're going to pay with time and money by making mistakes and just delaying the time that you get to where it is that you need to be. Okay? Well, it is midnight. Wait a minute. I'm speaking tomorrow. If y'all are in Atlanta next week, I'm also going to be speaking at Wanzo's funding conference. You want to comment free on Instagram, TikTok, message me free. And I think I have like 10 free tickets I can give out. But 2026, if you want it to be different financially, you want it to be different for your business, you have to do something different. You have to do something different, okay? If you're not intentionally doing something to change, you're going to have the same results. So, anyone out there in a dark season, just keep on holding on. It's going to get worse before it gets better, but it will get better. But not only will your situation get better, you will get better. And when God blesses you in your storm, when God gives you a but God blessing, that but God blessing is this one. Whatever he gives you, you know it wasn't you. Whatever is that blessing, and they go, oh my God, how'd you have a kid? How'd you find the love of your life? How'd you get that house? How'd you get your business? Your response is going to be nothing but God. And then they going to say, he hate me. He didn't want to tell us the blueprint. But you know you wasn't qualified for that job, but you still got the raise. You know you still messed up inside, and this woman shouldn't just love you unconditionally, but they do. Nothing but God. You know you didn't qualify for that mortgage, or you didn't qualify for that house, and you was trying to get that house. It was just too much, and then 3 months later something happened, and the price dropped $100,000. Nothing but God blessing. And when God gives you that nothing but God blessing, when he blesses you as you're in your storm. I'm on year 4 of my divorce, still waiting to sign the papers. They still hiding stuff, right? When God gives you that but God blessing, all what you went through, all what they did, you're going to be thankful for it. Thankful? How am I going to be thankful for... No matter how bad the situation was or is, when God blesses you, you're going to thank the person who threw you underneath the bus. You're going to thank the business partner for stealing the money. You're going to thank the man or woman for leaving you. Because had it not been for them, you wouldn't have been pushed to the side to find God to get this blessing. And when your life is at a whole nother level, you're going to look back and thank the person for leaving you. Thank the job for firing you. Thank the business partner for taking all the money. Thank the loan officer for denying that loan on that too small home, because you realize, dang, I didn't need them. I didn't need that job. I didn't need that partner. I didn't need that house. See, sometimes God takes everything away from you because he wants to show you, number one, how good you really are. You don't need them. You don't need them. Like, God has blessed me so much. And I feel like the reason why I haven't gotten through my divorce is, He don't want me to say it was my divorce settlement that got me here. Like, I'm going to bless you without you having nothing. I'm going to take you from your mama paying your rent to living your best life. Still in the storm. Still being lied on. Still being taken. Still. But it's like, how do I say it? Life doesn't get easier. You just get stronger. Like when you go through a Mike Tyson blow, life don't get easier. It's just everything they throwing on you is like, it just falls off you. Like water off a duck's face. It's just, whatever it's throwing, it's just shake them haters off. Not be ghetto. It don't even faze you. It's just, it don't faze you. And you realize that's why I had that dark season to get here. And how happy you gonna be, how much peace you gonna have, living your best life, the new friends you gonna make, the new opportunities you're gonna go through a season of just tripping on blessings. Like no matter where you turn, it's nothing but peace, happiness, opportunity, genuine people wanting to pour into you. Like it's just so many blessings. It's just, you're just tripping on money. You're just tripping on favor. You're just tripping on, it's just, everywhere I turn is nothing but a blessing. And when you get in that season, it's worth everything that was taken from you. Everything that was lost in the storm is worth it. Once again, I'm not speaking from a ChatGPT. I'm speaking from what I'm living every single day. Every single day, I thank my husband. Thank you for trying to kill me. Thank you for stealing the business. I would right now be washing cars, wearing black polo and leggings, in a loveless marriage, not being respected. Thank you for stealing the business. Thank you for sleeping with the employees. Had you not slept with the employees, I would still be... See, thank you. Everything you cried about, you're going to be thankful for. Because see, God gives you exactly what you need to... I would have never left this loveless marriage. Oh, but the video of having sex with the employee, that was all I needed to pack up, baby. That's what, girl, let me get mine. That's all I needed. God gives you everything you need. It's just in some season, it just looks like you're losing, but you're not. You ever seen a boomerang where they take the little thingy and they pull it, it's pulling back, and it's that tension, it's the pull. This is the pulling. It seems like we're losing. It seems like everything's against us. It seems like I just can't take it. Like I'm just losing and losing and losing and losing and losing. But I challenge you to see it another way. You're not losing. You're not losing. You're not. God is pulling you back. He's taking away the people in your boat that were drilling a hole. Because he's about to give you a but God blessing. And like I said earlier, with the but God blessing is so much overflow. Like whoever can touch the hem of your garment is going to be blessed too. Because there's so much blessings you can't hold on to them. But God hears people's conversation that you didn't hear. God knows people's intentions that you don't know. And so sometimes God don't want them people even touching the hem of your garment. He don't want them to get none of this overflow. None. So he takes these things out of your way. He takes the job that refuses to pay you what you're worth. They don't deserve your talent. And you think you're losing. He's just pulling you back. He's stretching you, going back and back and back, not to hurt you. You're about to catapult. Because when he releases you, it's from that tension, you just take off. So what you think is going to take 5 years is going to take 5 weeks. It's going to take me, your time, he's going to catapult you. He's going to bless you instantly. And when you get the blessing, because you know you shouldn't be there. You know, I should not. I know I didn't go through this divorce and I'm happy in a year. I should be at least sad and mad for 3, right? God said, not my child. You about to be you about to be healed and happy in a year in a new boo who's going to love and cherish you and make you realize you didn't lose a thing. But baby, was I crying? I know I wasn't crying over someone that didn't open no doors. I know I was not crying over someone who wouldn't even get the groceries out the car. I know I'm not crying over someone who would never even check on me to make sure you gonna be you gonna be like, girl, can you believe I will cry? It's gonna, girl, I know you wasn't crying. When you get that new job that's paying you more money and you can work half remote and it got better benefits and they want your opinion and they just keep promoting you and it's not a toxic environment. It's just, you like your coworkers. You excited driving to work because it's like, and you're going to say, I know I wasn't up there doing them Google reviews on that old job. I know I wasn't sitting up here sad thinking that was the only place of employment. I know I wasn't about to just give up because one job out of 1 million what? You know, girl, can you believe I was mad that I done cussed out my manager? You went and got a house without asking God. You went and got a house on your current budget. And God was like, why she go get this house? Does she not know that I'm a God of abundance? Why would she go get a house based on her budget? Like, who blesses based on your budget? So, he has you lose the house, right? It gets foreclosed on. You go, job, baby, you done lost that job. You couldn't keep that mortgage and you thought you was just at the end. God was like, girl, let me go ahead and just take the job that you should have been left away and take this little small ass house too. Let me just knock out 2 for 1. So now you on your mama's couch, you all sad, depressed, I done lost, and then you finally got you a new job and the job is jobbing. Or you got you your new business, the business is businessing. But now, at the same price of your last house, you get a house double the size. You go from 4 bedrooms to 7 bedrooms. You go from this little subdivision, little cookie cutter home to home with land and acres and lakes and God said, girl, how you gonna move your mama in your house in this 4 bedrooms? How your kids gonna have room to play and you got a little baby back? Like, I'm a God of abundance. Who told you to go run and get this small house? Now you have the house on the acres and the lake and the great school. Now you're like, that's why I lost That's how God works. Telling you from experience, all your tears that you have cried over a person, a place, a thing, a situation, you're going to laugh about. Promise you, laugh. Like, baby, the devil is a lie. And you're going to thank God for having you go through that situation, because now you will appreciate the new boo. Because, baby, you are doing 10 times more things. Thank you. But if God had given you him first, you wouldn't appreciate him. See, he had to give you him over there who wasted your time to understand character, integrity, masculinity, protector, provider, peace. Thank you. He had to give you the job that didn't respect you. So when you got the real job, you would appreciate it. See, everything happens for a reason. So for anyone who's going through a dark time, baby, just hold on. Hold on. Just say, Jesus, I need your help. You ain't got to go to church. You ain't got to do a 10-step program. All you have to do is be like, God, I need your help. I can't handle this one. He ain't worried about the last time you prayed. He ain't petty. He gonna just say, okay, here we go. And all I need you to do is just be still and listen. Be still and listen. What you're listening for is he's going to speak to you. He's going to accidentally have you meet someone. You're going to be driving in the car and a thought is going to just come to your head. You're going to be at the grocery store and you just meet. It's going to happen just randomly, right? But it's because you're being still and you're listening that when the thing happens, how odd it is, you know, okay, God's telling me go here. God's telling me go there. He's not about to go hand you the entire blueprint. He's not going to say, hey, you lost your job and you went through a divorce and you lost your house. He's only going to give you one step at a time. So don't look for a way out of the tunnel. Don't even look at the tunnel. It's going to be dark. Just say, what is my next step? Because step after step after step after step after step is going to get you out the dark. So we're just looking for what is the next step. It's the next step. And when you finally get out of the dark, my challenge to you is, no matter how good life gets, no matter how great things are, no matter how polished and professional you look on the outside, that you will never hide the truth. That you will always keep it real and let other people know I'm just like you. 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, I was boom, 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 boom. And baby, you would not believe I was boom, 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 boom. But let me tell you what, my God, he will boom, 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 boom. Because there's going to be someone who thinks it's just them. It's going to be someone who's going to be in the dark and they don't have anyone to turn to. But they look at you and they're like, oh my gosh, this person is so polished, so put together, so blah, blah, blah. But she said just 3 years ago, she was just like me. And that way you're going to give another person hope. I always believe in being your true self, being your authentic self, telling the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because in the ugly, in the dark, in the part that isn't the best, in the part that people may judge us, that's the part that's real. That's the part that's transparent. That's the part that people will bond with you and people will respect you because you kept it real by showing. I'm not going to show you just the highlight reel. I'm going to tell you how it really is. So not only are you going to inspire other people, not only are you going to help another person get out of their dark, because if God did it for you, I feel like everyone needs to just, if everyone on this live were able to inspire 10 people, like what kind of movement could we really make? So if everyone is just keeping it real, growing, healing, helping one another, we're just on a continuous path to make sure we don't leave anyone left behind. Because you can never forget where you were. I will never forget my lowest point. And so I want to, for anyone else who's ever felt anything like that, baby, listen here. You're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. On the flip side, for anyone who talks about their story and keeps it real, it's a great way to build your brand. Because people are attracted to people who keep it real. So not only will someone be able to see your professional side or your business side or your norm, they're going to be able to see the other side, and that just helps you be able to reach more people. I was never going to tell my story because my story is ugly, right? It's ugly. It's embarrassing. It's ugh. And what I would do, I used to post a lot of videos of when women would have temporary restraining orders, a piece of paper. And I posted this video of a wife who was leaving her husband, and she had a restraining order, and he came and killed her. And being a thriver after domestic violence, the violence never gets better. We may lie to ourselves and think, he's just girl, it never gets better. So I'm a big proponent of once the emotional abuse or the verbal abuse becomes physical, you just need to leave because it's not going to get better. And I posted a story about that, and the caption was, whenever the violence starts, you just need to leave. It's not going to get better. Like, stop saying for the kid. Just leave. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. And someone hopped in my comments and was like, well, what would you know about this? Baby. I had time. Girl, look. My husband tried to kill me. I just went in the comments and I just went off. Like, baby, what do I know about this? Baby, my husband pulled a gun out on me and shot at me in front of my son. I had to pack up all my stuff and move to a brand new state because I had to go away from Psycho Bob. And then once I got to the new state, he then took all the money out the accounts. And then he locked me out of my business. And then in my mid-40s, I had to start all the way over from scratch with no money. Me and my son sitting on a mattress from Facebook motherfucking Marketplace. What you mean, what do I not know? Baby, I had time today. And in me going off ratchet, I'm ghetto, y'all. I'm ghetto. In me going off in the comments, like, girl, what do I know? I know everything. People saw my comment. And my DMs were flooded. Like, oh my gosh, my story is just like you. Yours. I thought I was the only person that married a sociopath. They got more sociopaths out here. They got more men that steal money from women and kids. Like, there's more of those. What? And so I was like, well, God, maybe you had me go through all of this because as y'all couldn't tell, I'm a straight shooter and I don't really back down to nobody, and I'm all bark and I'm all bite. And I said, well, maybe I'm supposed to be a vessel for other women who really can't speak up. See how God works? I said, okay. Well, maybe this is why I'm supposed to. Maybe that's why you took me on this path. Okay. So for anyone who was in the dark, for anyone who was just like, I don't know how am I going to get out, I have a comeback summit. I want to say you can get the replays. I'll say this. If you comment the word comeback or message me the word comeback, I will send you the link to the replay. On January 4th, I did a 5-hour summit going over the 6-step framework of what I did to leave and heal and go thrive from my toxic marriage. I think if anyone has trauma, whether it's your business trauma, you done lost a business, filed for bankruptcy, lost a kid, every kind of trauma, we got to peel back those layers and heal those wounds. So when you go meet someone new, when you go do a new business, when you go do your new thing, we're not still functioning from a broken place. So God will use your story. God will use your testimony. God will use all of those things for a reason. So when you comment comeback, I don't know if my team has switched the link. So do this. If you comment comeback, I want you to sign up. It's going to say a free sign up, and then I will send you the link for the replay. Oh, thank you, Miss Sherry. I will send you the link for the. Listen here, y'all. It is now 12:38. I have to go get my sleep. I'm speaking tomorrow on business structure and grants here in Miami, Florida. So, if y'all ready to get your business to the bank, message me the word challenge, DM me the word challenge. I will send you the link to my 5-day masterclass. If you like, girl, I don't know you, bet. Message me the word bank, and I will send you a link to my free class I'm doing on Sunday. So you for real, challenge. If you like, girl, I'm not sure, message me bank. TikTok, you can't comment, you gotta message me. And then for those trying to get their life together, peel back the onion, heal from the original pain point, identify who you're about to be, and get some steps to who we are, who we want to be, and then what are the game planning steps to get across that bridge. Then we're going to have the awakening where we take out them rose-colored glasses and see life for what it really is and stop lying to ourselves. Then we got to rebuild, and then we're going to rise. That's going to be my 6-step my 6-step process. Comment bank, sign up. It's gonna say for January 4th, but everyone who signs up, I'll have my team tomorrow send you the link for the replay, okay? Everyone have a fabulous night. I will, of course, see you at the bank. Good night.